Guys, thank you very much for your patience. Let's test this new stream, and if this will not work, we can even postpone this, or I will record this one offline and then upload for you later on. But anyway, let's test this one. If this will be working, then we can carry on. Again, guys, I'll just wait for a few minutes. I'm just trying to actually let the team share the links everywhere again. So if there's any problem, like I said, with the connection or with the sound, we can always actually, I can record this for you offline and then upload later on. Remember one thing, guys, I will never leave you, yeah? You know that. So for this, I'll be just waiting for a few minutes to everyone actually join before I start again. Right, so Joshine, sound is okay, sound is good. Great, guys, please, few more confirmations before we start again. And those of you are actually in Slack, and if you can share this also on social media, guys, the new link, this will be appreciated. Bruno, it's good, great. Clear sound, perfect. Thank you very much, work. If anyone can post this in general, guys, in Slack as well, the new link of this stream, this will be appreciated. Like I said, don't worry, if there is any problem, I can always actually stream this or do this offline and then upload it for you before even tomorrow. Okay? And like I said, I'll never leave you, don't worry. It's just like a technical problem. There was a connection. I tried to change the source of the connection, and let's see if this will work. Just 2 more minutes and we'll start. Again, I'll wait for a few more confirmation, guys, from you. Like everything is clear now, so we can carry on. So Timbo, all good, let's go, perfect. Done on Slack, thank you very much. Sound is good, thank you, Alan. Perfect gift. Right, so what I was saying, guys, first thing first, like I was saying in the beginning of the previous stream, for the people who are in Libya and Morocco, I really feel sorry, guys, for you, and we are so sad for what happened in terms of the earthquake, in terms of the flood, and those who died, actually, I hope like their soul will rest in peace. And it was very sad, actually, with this crazy flood. But in terms of trading, I really hope all of you made money last week, guys, because thank you, because actually market was moving as expected for some pairs, not, of course, not all the pairs, but I'll discuss this in a moment. Just we'll wait for 1 minute and I'll share the screen and we start. I'm just trying to make sure like everything is actually working fine now in terms of the sound, and there is no any delay or any disconnection, so we can start. Again, all of you are watching, please try to watch till then, guys, because I'm trying to share with you some exclusive tips as well, some exclusive structures as well today. Right, we still have 30 seconds. Again, last confirmation, guys, before I start, is everything sounds good in terms of the sound. Fantastic. So let's get started. Again, guys, thanks for your patience, and sorry for any inconvenience for actually the connection and the previous stream. There was a problem actually in the connection. But again, back to the charts. What I was saying actually is next week we will have full of volatility. Okay, it will be like a crazy week in terms of volatility. I don't want you actually to lose your money that you made during the past week, or even the past month, or even the past few months, because usually traders get excited once there is news. I'm not saying like do not trade, but all the time saying I want you to focus on the risk management, which is very, very important. Okay, always try to risk small, especially when we have like big news events. Market is ready again to make the next big moves one more time, because this is actually what usually market will wait before it start to trend again. So in other means, new trends will starting next week, and I want you to take advantage of this. And this actually the calendar that we usually speak about on every single Sunday session. T will go with you on this one for step-by-step process about all these events. I'll cover for you the technical bit today and the bias. But what do we have next week is actually we have the CAD CPI, we have pound news, we have dollar Fed decision next week on Wednesday. On Thursday we have as well the New Zealand and the Swiss rate decision as well. Pound news and dollar news for Thursday. They will cause volatility in the market. Okay, just I wanted to be aware of this and try to take trades only with actually small risk. Okay, on Friday we have the BOJ, which will affect the next move for the yen. We have as well euro, pound, and some dollar news as well on Friday. So this is what we'll have in terms of news for next week. Again, I'm repeating this, guys. Please try to focus on your risk management. Now, back to the chart, because this is the most important part. Gold was moving as expected, because I really know a lot of you trade gold and love to trade gold. And I really hope most of you made money trading the next wave here, because market was moving step by step as expected. And regardless of the CPI, regardless of the dollar news last week, actually the news were good for the dollar. But even though the structure actually was the king here. And if you are a WTW member, you know actually what strategy you can execute here to trade this down wave, and what strategy you can execute to trade this up wave. As a matter of fact, we have a lot of free trade waivers, guys, are making money on a weekly basis, daily basis, and they are meeting on a day-to-day basis as well. I want you, all of you guys, to really think about it, because if you learn how to trade correctly, the next step about how to make money, it will become easy. Okay, instead of guessing, instead of gambling, instead of just betting on the next wave, just try to focus on investing in yourself first before you invest in the market. I always say that, and I will keep repeat this, because this is the only way for you to succeed in trading. You have to learn first before you risk your money. And I can show you this actually. Look at this one. This was actually one of our members, Milu. We are proud of every single member, and well done. He passed actually not one challenge. He passed 2 to 3 challenges, and this is the payout. Okay, I totally understand these funded trade challenges actually, and this funded trader companies, they are at risk. But the main thing actually after you pass this one is to build your capital, and this is what we always actually suggest and advise our members to do. Once you make money, build your capital just to trade your capital later. For me personally, I don't need any funded trade challenge, because I'm trading 6-digit accounts, so I don't need that. But for those of you who don't have capital, you can start with them, and then after that, you start to build your capital to trade it. Okay? So well done, Milu. We are proud of you. We are proud, anyway, of every single member at Weighted Waves. And Weighted Waivers, they are doing an amazing job, by the way. Not only this, I want also to show you the family spirit inside the community, inside the group. People are like really helping each other here. Okay, and we have the daily sessions. Most of you know the daily sessions. I will also show you one more thing here, which what we have done last week in terms of the monthly Q&A session. I'll start with the charts, guys, quickly, shortly, I would say, but just to show you this one, which was very, very important. Okay, we have done a session, Q&A session. I have actually conducted this one. It was 2 hours and 25 minutes for weighted waivers, and this session was about how to identify and trade with the trends. The previous session was about the step-by-step process on how to trade reversals. If you watch only these 2 sessions, okay, I can guarantee you, your actually trading will go to the next level by just watching these two sessions. Okay, to get access to this, you know actually how to get access to this one. You have to join Weighted Waves. Okay, but the thing is, I don't want you to join and just watch these two. I want to go for the step-by-step process with the masterclass, and then after that you go for the monthly Q&A sessions. If you don't know what is included in this one, you can just visit our website and read all the details about it. Okay, now in terms of the trades of the week, last week we were sharing actually 3 trades of the weeks: Aussie Swiss, CAD Swiss, and Pound Dollar. Aussie Swiss, CAD Swiss, they went to the target, as all of you can see here, step by step. This Aussie Swiss and this actually CAD Swiss, I can show it to you here. So Aussie Swiss, which is this one, you can see this was the trade of the week, by the way. Spot on to the target, Aussie Swiss, pull back and then up again. I want you also to focus on the details, guys, all right? So pull back here and then up again for Aussie Swiss, and then for CAD Swiss is the same thing. Market gave us this up wave and market reached the target. Now, for the third trade, which was actually Pound Dollar, this must have been a break-even trade, or the worst case scenario, small loss. We're expecting market to push up because of the structure and because of some fundamental news as well, but market just went up and we've got this trap after. Of course, will not be right 100% of the times, but you was having time actually here to get in and get out for break even, or at least I would say like the worst case scenario, let's count this one as a small loss, okay, which it happened. But you can get a break even here if you manage this one correctly. Okay, this in terms actually of the trades of the week, in terms of what was happening last week at Weighted Waves, the daily sessions, the Q&A session, and the Sunday and Wednesday session. All right, guys? So in terms of the structure, in terms of the news events, like I said, the step-by-step process of these ones will be covered by T during tomorrow's session. Okay, so make sure to attend this one to not miss actually the next move, because structurally I will share with you actually the structures here, but I want to actually explain you one thing in terms of news and in terms of structures. News cause volatility in the market, but market always follow a certain direction defined by a structure. So that's why it's very important to know the structure first and then align this with the news. Now, time to time, the news will actually override the structures, which means if you are expecting based on structure and based on wave analysis that market will go in this direction, the news might actually void this expectation. All right, so that's why I want you to risk small next week, but don't be afraid of taking the trades. Weighted waivers, you know how to execute, you know actually how to get in and get out and make money. All right, gold, what in regards to that, Alan? For this one, last week we said market will correct, and one more drop before the next up wave. Now, this was actually the bias, this was actually the forecast, but I will show you on Sunday session, which was after Saturday last week, how we forecasted this one with the levels and what we said, and I'll get back to the charts. Look at this.
Now, what's next? Again, we were expecting market to give us a reaction from 1925 to 1920. As you can see here, break through the 20, came right back inside. And market has actually ended with that 1920 as being a target. Okay. So again, when market does something like that, that is showing you that this is something, a continuation pattern. If market wished to go to the upside, it wouldn't have done something like this, especially in the range that we have given you. Okay. So what we are expecting for this week is potentially market giving us even if figures.
So this was actually for Sunday session. Okay. So if I go back to the charts, look at this. We've got this one. We've got this drop. And from here, we've got the reaction to the upside. Now, if I go to Wednesday session, which was actually the update, look at this one. So this was Sunday, and this was Wednesday recording. All of this is for weighted waivers only. And look at this.
Crawling slowly to the downside here. It probably would go very close to 1905, just below that even, without even tapping 1900. It can push right back up, and this time it's not just going to come back towards 1920. It can actually test 1930 one more time. Okay,
so this was actually Sunday, and this was Wednesday update. I hope, guys, all of you are weighted waivers. You know how to trade this up move and how to capitalize on this move, because it's not about take one trade and then just make 2-to-1 or 3-to-1, you can make a lot more than that from one single trade. How to do that? If you watch the Q&A sessions about how to maximize profits, about how to trade with the trends, and about how to trade reversals, you'll be able to execute the trades correctly and make a lot of money trading the next wave. All right, guys? Is that clear? Perfect. Now, what's next, Alan, for gold, which is actually the most important part, I would say. All depends on, again, on the news, because like I said, what I will cover now is based on the wave analysis, technical analysis part, and we'll follow the news step by step to check actually if the market is giving us what we want or not. Technically, after this up wave, we are expecting market to go to the downside, correctively or impulsively, okay? Because this might end up being a big corrective structure. I can even scroll, like zoom out here just to show you more explanation about the structures, more than one variation. At the moment, market is exactly in the middle of nowhere, but we were able to predict this trap and this up wave. What's next for now? All what I can see based on the current market structure is a corrective structure downwards or an impulsive move to the downside, which means if I want to take any trade for gold, I'll go for the sell setups first, okay? After the sell setup, I'll manage my trade and I'll wait for market to give me actually the next structure. Right, guys? So for gold, I'm just looking for the sell setups for now, and any other setup I'll ignore. For now, if this will keep pushing to the upside, I'll look for my sell setups. If this will give me a corrective structure, I'll be in the sell and I'll manage my trade in case this will push to the upside before the next drop. Personally, I'm biased to the downside for gold despite of this being a bullish structure, okay? For me, this structure to the upside is not completed. I need more waves to the downside before the next move. Which wave to trade is up to you. Personally, I'll be focusing on the sell setup only. If that you guys for gold before I jump to the US oil. On the chart, guys, I'll be waiting. If that here for gold before I jump to the next chart. Perfect. US oil. For this one, regardless of what the market is doing, I'll be biased to the downside, which means like any sell setup I get, I'll go for it. Any new top in this structure is the potential last top before the next fold, okay? Which means even, remember, the bigger picture or like the bigger bias, I would say, is towards the upside. But this uptrend is about to correct or about to give us an impulsive move to the downside, okay? In all the cases, I'll be focusing on my sell setups only. Will this be one of our trades of the week? We'll let you know during the Sunday session. Do not miss next Sunday session, which will be tomorrow at 1 p.m. UK time, because like I said, all the news events will be covered and how they will affect the market and how they will affect every single pair. You need to know that. All right. So for US oil, I'll be focusing only on my sell setups only. Even if this will keep pushing to the upside, I will not buy. I'll be looking for my sell setups only. No buy setups for me for US oil. If you are in the buy, make sure to keep moving your stops in the direction of the trade and do not take new trades. Okay? Don't take new trades before market giving you a corrective structure to the downside or a pullback. Again, because a lot of you are just they joined the new stream and they are like following on a weekly basis and they are commenting and liking. The difference between a pullback and a corrective structure, a pullback is one wave, corrective structure is a minimum of 3 waves. Take note about this one and try to master and try to backtest this, okay? Usually, we trade corrective structures, but time to time with the experience, once you start to jump to the advanced stuff, to the advanced part, after you join weighted waves, and you go through the master class, you go through all the Q&A sessions, you go with the seniors on the daily sessions, you will start to build your experience. And step by step, you'll be able actually to trade the pullbacks as well. All right? So for this one, just 1 second, guys, please. Right. For this one, I'll be just trading the sell setups. Dorian market gave us a corrective structure, another push up. What's next? Looks like we'll get a corrective structure, one will push up again. If before BOJ, which is very, very important, okay? I want you to focus on this. If before BOJ, market keep crawling to the upside slowly, because before BOJ, we have the Fed decision, which will affect dollar yen. If this will keep going to the upside before BOJ, BOJ will drop this. Okay? Now, if this will go to the upside and start to correct before BOJ to the downside, the next move is towards the upside. Okay? So, in this one, I will wait. I will not take any trade. I'll be waiting for dollar yen. Personally, if I really want to trade dollar yen, I'll be trading the sell setups. But the sell setups, I'll be really focusing on the end of the last wave, the last wave of the last wave. Before that, I will not take any setup. Weighted waivers, you know what I'm talking about. The last wave of the last wave, the ending structure, the BR strategy, and then I'll go for the setup. Before that, no trades for dollar yen. If market give us the corrective structure before BOJ, BOJ will push this to the upside. The levels will be shared by T during the Sunday session. Remember, it might be one of the trades of the week that will give you a lot of money. Because if BOJ decide to drop the yen, or like if the reaction of BOJ announcements will be yen weakness, this will push up quite a lot. Okay, so I don't want you to miss the next wave here. All depends on where the structure will be before BOJ, but personally, I will trade the sell setup first. DXY, market was pushing to the upside. I'm still biased to the downside here regardless of the Fed decision, because based on the data of the CPI and on all the data that were published last week, looks like Fed will go for a hike next week. And if that happens, dollar will be strong again. This is again based on the current market structure. Everything can change within few hours next week. Okay, so for this one, personally, I think that Fed will hike next week. And if that happens, I need to read this in the structure first. How to do that? I'll wait for a big corrective structure first. If this happens before the Fed decision, dollar will be strong. And we have we have more variations here. A lot of other variation actually will be, I would say, will be covered by T on Sunday, because we will cover this in detail about how to trade the next wave here based on the next announcements. But what I can tell you here, personally, first thing first, I'll focus on the sell setups. Make sense? Exactly, regardless of if the Fed will hike or not, regardless of the news events next week, I will focus on the sell setups first. Because regardless, the next structure and the next wave that I can see is toward the downside. Which wave you want to trade is up to you. The thing is about learning how to trade correctly. You will know if this move is the start of the downtrend or this will be a corrective structure for another push up. So you know which wave to trade by learning how to trade correctly. That's why Weighted Waves program is the perfect, I would say, solution for you if you are really serious about becoming an independent, successful trader. And I want you also to go to our Trustpilot profile, guys, and read some of the feedbacks. Okay, this, by the way, Trustpilot profile, I think very few have this. All these are actually Weighted Wave members who are giving these feedbacks, and you can read actually what they are saying. Don't take my words for it, guys. I'm just here to help you become independent, successful trader. But at the same time, I want you to read some of the feedbacks, okay? All these members are actually Weighted Waves members, and they are giving this feedback after a few months of experience with it, even few years, okay? So Raghu, he joined actually in 2021. Even after a few years, they are giving the feedbacks, okay? So just read some of them to know back actually about Weighted Waves, okay? This actually out, guys, and I think if you go also to our Instagram page, you can scroll down to read more about a lot of success stories and a lot of before and after, and about the accuracy of Weighted Waves analysis, okay? Of course, not every time we'll have actually, I would say, no one have 100% accuracy. This is impossible, but what we have is actually called high accuracy, okay? And the thing is, we teach you how to become independent, successful trader. This is what should be your goal, actually, all right? So for this one, I think it's clear, okay? Levels, again, will be shared by T during the Sunday session. Do not miss it, because you might miss the best trade of the month, okay? For dollar, personally, like I said, regardless, I'll just speak also about after Fed, but I will not, I don't want to actually jump with the levels, okay? For this one, I will cover this, or we will cover this in detail more on Wednesday about the next levels. But for now, like I said, my bias is towards the downside first. If market will keep pushing to the upside, I don't care, and I will just leave it and focus on other pairs. Euro dollar, we've got a corrective structure like we said last week. We're focusing on we're expecting market to correct upwards. Do you remember that? This was actually covered during the last week's forecast. I believe it was somewhere here. By the way, this was the XY forecast. Let me show you this one. Personally, I can still see this is pushing to the upside. So I can still see this up wave or this uptrend will remain actually until market finish this up move before the next drop. So this was the forecast, guys, 6 days ago. Okay, so we've got the pullback and we've got the up wave. If I go back to the XY here just to show you, we've got the pullback and we've got the up wave. Okay, euro dollar for this one, what we said market actually will correct upwards. Let's show this one again. 6 days ago, streamed on last Saturday. By the way, guys, all of you are watching right now, please give us thumbs up, guys, because this will help YouTube algo to show this forecast to more traders. Okay, and again, keep watching till the end. I'll share actually more exclusive tips and also probably one of the setups as well. Okay, so keep watching, give us thumbs up. Let's push this to 100, 161 watching at the moment, if not more. But let's push this to 100 likes. I can see 65 only. Come on, guys, it's just like one click, yeah? And once you finish the stream, I want you, if you can, those of you who can actually, please watch it from more than one device till the end, because this actually will give YouTube actually watch minutes. It's called like this something in terms of SEO. So again, the more you watch and the more actually you like, and if you can leave a comment once we finish the stream, this will be appreciated. Again, I'm trying to be with you every single week, guys, to help you with the direction, to help you be on the right side of the trade. Okay, so all we want from you as a give back is a like and comment and share if you can. All right, so back to this one. Let me show you what we forecasted actually for euro dollar last week before I jump to what's next. It's up to you which way if you want to trade. Okay, for me, for now, I'm waiting for market to correct upwards. Okay, what I mean by correct upwards means once this wave will finish, another drop will be coming. Corrective structure, guys, upwards is a continuation pattern. Make sense? So again, I'm sharing a lot of things today because of I want to thank you for your patience and being back to this stream. So for that, I'll try to share with you more tips and more advice and also more structure. So once you hear me saying corrective structure upwards means the next wave will be to the downside, okay, which means a continuation pattern. Down, corrective structure drop, corrective structure drop, corrective structure drop. This is a typical downtrend. But the point is we see trends differently and we trade trends differently. Once you learn how to ride the trends correctly, how to identify and how to trade with the trends, I'm telling you, you will jump to the next level. And all of this was covered during the last Q&A session. It's recorded. It's inside Weighted Waves dashboard. Once you join WTW membership, you will get access to it straight away. It was 2 hours and 30 minutes session. We covered everything about the trends. And I'm not sure if I can just share a few setups, few examples as well. Let me try to show you one more thing here before I jump to what's next for your dollar. Okay? Thank you, Mona. Yes, indeed it was. But I'll just, again, as some sort of give back, I'll just to share one setup for actually the followers. Okay, so this setup I'll try to share it with you guys. It was Aussie dollar, one of the setups. We shared 10 examples, by the way. Okay, 10 setups and 10 structures. Once you are actually going to trade with the trends, you have to master all of them. Okay, and you have to master actually each and every single setup to know how to maximize profits trading the next wave. Okay, one of them, it was this. Let me try to open this one if I can. So you will see it and I'll actually explain this to you as well. It's not clear in terms of quality because this is 2K quality. It will be actually clear once you play it from here. But this setup, I'll just cover it for you in a moment once we go to the next chart or once we go to Aussie dollar tip mainly. All right. Again, back to the charts. For this one, what's next, Alan, for your dollar? In all the cases, even if we get one more drop, I'm expecting market to correct upwards again. Correct upwards, okay? And this corrective structure, it can be a bigger corrective structure. In all the cases, if I need to trade euro dollar, the sells are not from here, okay? The sells will be after a complete corrective structure. This might be one of the trades of the week to the upside, okay? So the thing is, weighted waivers, they know how to trade independently, which means I might be biased to the upside and some of weighted waivers might be selling from here and making money. Make sense? That's the beauty of the community, by the way. It's about teaching you how to become independent, successful trader. And this is what you should aim for. Learn how to trade correctly. You have to aim for the knowledge, guys, okay? Because money will come after. You cannot actually just join a community or join any group and expect to make a ton of money in 1 week. This is impossible, okay? And do not look after signals, because if the signal provider will stop, you'll be lost and you'll lose all your money in probably 1 week, 1 month. I know a lot of signal providers will hate me for that, but I don't care. I'm here to help you be on the right side of the things, not only on the trade, on the right side of the move. Make sense? So for that, I want you to focus on your learning process. Okay, those of you who cannot afford to join us, just keep watching the YouTube sessions, guys. You will learn a lot. But imagine just think about it. Yeah, what you get on YouTube session is just like probably I would say 5%, 10% of what we really give inside the WeTrade membership. So if you are really liking YouTube videos, imagine what you can get inside. Okay, and all of this again is actually for you, because I want you to succeed in this business. I want you to succeed in trading, because trading, you have to treat as a business. Once you go and trade and risk your money, you have to think like it's a business. I'm not gambling here. I'm not playing. I'm working. Okay, I'm working to actually make money out of the next wave. I am personally financially free, and I want you to be financially free, because this is the real freedom. Okay, it's not about money. It's about time. Once you are financially free, you will have time to do whatever you want to do with anyone you want. Make sense, guys? You can buy whatever you want to buy. I'm not here to show off, but I'm just trying to motivate you. Okay, I can go and buy anything I want without looking at the price. Okay, I can wake up without an alarm. I'm not having like a 9-to-5 job. Okay, so I don't have a boss. You know what I mean? All these benefits, guys, I can spend time with my family as long as I want. I'm just like giving you a few examples, guys. What is the results if you decide to learn how to trade correctly? Okay, so for this one, euro dollar, I'm expecting, like I said, market to give me a pullback to the upside or a corrective structure first before the next move. I'll focus on this first before the next structure. If you want to keep selling here, no problem, you go for it. It's your decision. I'll not be selling euro dollar from these levels. Even if this will go to the downside to break this low once more, I'll be biased to the upside. All right? Pound dollar, for this one, we're expecting market to push up. We've got actually a corrective structure, a drop. Let me go to the 1 hour chart just to show you more details here again. This was a clear corrective structure, and this drop, it went all the way down to break this low. As you can see, we've got this up wave, another drop, and this rejection. I was not expecting market to go down to break this low once more, but it did. Why is that? There was here actually news for the dollar, and this what pushed pound to the downside. Okay, pound dollar to the downside. So for this one, this was again one of our trades of the week. But if you manage to enter it correctly, you have like 50 to 60 pips room to move your trades to break even. If not, again, losses are part of the business. The main thing actually is to manage your losses wisely. If you know how to manage your losses, your wins will take care of themselves. Okay? How to manage your losses? Do not over risk, do not overtrade, do not trade without stop loss, and never ever add to losing position. Just follow these 4 golden rules and you'll be fine. Okay? So for this one, again, I'm counting this as a losing trade. And again, I can say we were wrong here. Nothing wrong with that. Okay? I'm not here to say we are right every single time, because we can't, and no one can anyway. What's next for pound dollar? I'm still biased to the upside. Okay? So personally, I'm not expecting market to break this level. Okay? To break 1.23. Now, do not go on Monday, jump in here and over risk and put your stop loss here. It's not a trade call. I'm just talking from the structure point of view. So for this one, if I need to analyze pound dollar for you, this is actually a corrective structure. Let me just make this analysis for all of you here, since you are actually watching and following on a weekly basis. This was a corrective structure, by the way. Okay, we've got this up wave. This was a low. Those of you who don't know, this was a low for pound dollar for the big picture. Market went up, it gave us a running flat. This running flat, we know how to trade it. Running flat is actually a trend continuation pattern. And I have covered this in detail on the last Q&A session. And in this last Q&A session, we covered how to trade this one and how to make a lot of money trading the next wave. This, guys, is what you want, all right? You don't want me actually to be here on every Saturday to say to you, you know what? You enter here, you put stop loss here, this is the target. And we keep doing that. It's not a signal service. And signal service will never make you an independent, successful trader. You have to look on the future, guys. Okay, you have to aim for knowledge, because once you have the knowledge, which is something probably the first time I'm telling you, once you have the knowledge, guys, this is the power. Okay, you will feel the power. Retail waivers, they know what I'm talking about. Once you have the knowledge about knowing when the next move will be going in a certain pair, you are predicting two economies for two countries. Okay, and imagine the knowledge that you will have if you are able to do that with high accuracy. And once you have the knowledge, just think about it. Yeah, you have a knowledge about how to make money for the end of your life. You don't think this is worth to invest in yourself just to get this knowledge? I'll pay thousands of dollars to get that personally. Okay, and you have the opportunity. Do not miss it. You have to join right now, because you need time to master this. You need few months to master wave traders concept. It's not about joining now and master it in 1 week. Make sense, guys? So for this one, I want you to focus on investing in yourself first before you invest in the market. If you are trading real account and you don't have the knowledge, you are just jumping from Telegram group to another Telegram group, from Facebook group to another Facebook group, you are falling trap with these YouTube ads and these Facebook ads about people shooting themselves in a Lamborghini in front of Burj Khalifa. Please stop doing that, guys. Okay, all these are traps. I don't want you to be in these situations. Okay, I want you to learn how to trade correctly. I want you to invest in yourself. Okay, as simple as that. Try to get the knowledge, because once you have the knowledge, no one can take it from you. And the best part, you can actually teach it to your kids later on, to your probably brothers, sisters, family members. You get what I mean? You are learning how to make money for the end of your life. And this one, for me, worth million. Okay, so back to this one, pound dollar. This was a running flat, like you said. This was a low, up, corrective structure, up, corrective structure, up. We have here an expanding flat. This was an up move, and market is pushing to the downside. This is for me a corrective structure, or a part of the corrective structure. Okay, why that? What do you mean I'm by part of the corrective structure? In all the cases, I'm expecting market to push to the upside. Okay, either as an impulsive wave or as a corrective wave. Now, some of you are following the news. They might disagree. They will say, Alan, but if Fed will hike next week, this will be falling like crazy. You might be right. If that's the case, and if I'm buying, I'll be losing small. If you are jumping in, if you are following us blindly, you will lose big. That's the difference. And that's the power of knowledge. Make sense? So it all depends on your trading style, on your personality. And that's why I always say to retail waivers, guys, you have to find your balance before you trade. How to find your balance? My personality, it might be different than yours. So just to give you an example, I like to trade reversals. A lot of retail waivers, they just follow the trend. You get the point, guys? I hope like I'm trying to be actually as clear as possible with that, and I'm trying to help you actually to see the real structures and to see actually the real trading. All right, guys? Is that clear? Gift, I like that. Thank you very much. Guys, is that clear before I continue here? Let me see some comments in the chat before I continue. Is that clear? I can see 99 likes, guys, on actually on the stream. It's not fair. Come on, is that clear? Clear, yes, clear, perfect, amazing. So back to pound dollar, I'll be biased to the upside, and I'll be looking for the buy setups only. Again, we might be giving you this as trade of the week again for this one with the new levels. Okay, so do not miss it, and do not miss Sunday session. Okay, I'm not expecting market to break this one, by the way, this low. All right, so if market will break this, even if this market will break this low, I'm looking for the buy setups again. Okay, my bias. Okay? I'm not like even if this will be falling, I'll buy setups. It's not like that. My bias can change based on structures. Okay, so I need to see structures here. I need to see actually the patterns that I want to see before I change my bias. For now, my bias is towards the upside. Okay, regardless of what news will be coming next week, I'll be looking for the buy setups only, personally. Aussie dollar. For this one, this will be based on fundamental events, and the details will be shared by T tomorrow, but we are biased to the downside for Aussie dollar and for New Zealand dollar, and this might be for actually data coming from China. Okay, so again, more is about the fundamental, I would say, numbers, fundamental events, and fundamental news will be shared by T tomorrow. The thing is, structurally, this also aligns with what I am saying. Because for this one, I'm expecting market to fall, okay? And if this happens, you can go for this trade, guys, but you have to risk very small on that, okay? What is the structure here telling us is one more fall. Can we be wrong here? 100% we can. In all the cases, the sells were already actually from the top, to be very honest with you. Some of our traders are already in the sell from the top, and some of them are in the sell right now. So what to do if you want actually to go for this sell? You have to wait for market to drop and give you a corrective structure. Without this, for you guys who are following us on YouTube and on TradingView, without this, no sell setups, okay? Because this will give you a confirmation that market will be dropping. This will give you probably 70 to 80% chance that market will be dropping to the downside if this happens, okay? So for me, regardless of any move here, I'm biased to the downside for Aussie dollar. New Zealand dollar is the same. This structure here gives us, it's giving us actually the bias. And also, this is not only based on structure. If I want to give you the technical analysis here, the technical view, the wave analysis view on this one, I'll be saying to you market is about to move to the upside. But I'm not counting on this because we might be waiting for some data, economic indicators here before the next move. Okay, so technical part and fundamental part are contradicting at the moment. So which wave to trade, which wave you want to go for is up to you. Personally, I might be going for the sell setups before the next move. Okay, for Aussie dollar and for New Zealand dollar. Pound yen, this one, I'll be waiting here for market to give me more waves. Okay, this structure is complex, is not complete. I'll be waiting for one more drop before the next up move. And if this will be happening before BOJ might push to the upside. I'm not giving you actually bias or points that BOJ will that yen will be weak after BOJ, because remember, if BOJ will actually shift the policy, you will see all yen pairs dropping, like pound yen, dollar yen, dropping like crazy. Okay, they have said something like about that last Sunday, but we never know what might do on the next meeting. That's why we'll follow the structure step by step, and we'll update you on Wednesday based on the structure what is the likely move. All right, for now, this is what I can see structurally. If I get any change of structure here, we'll update you during the Wednesday session. For now, I wanted to, again, focus on the risk management, which is the most important thing for next week. All right? DORCAT for this one, market went up, and we have also the CAD news on Tuesday, like I was saying. If we get a corrective structure here, like this, another push-up will be coming. Okay? Which wave to trade? I'll be trading actually here the up wave first before the next structure. If market will complete the structure before Tuesday, I'll be going for the sell setups. Again, sell setups doesn't mean jumping in. All right, sell setups means I'll wait for the strategies, for weighted wave strategies, which are 4 to 5 that we teach to our members. They are covered inside the masterclass course. Okay, so those of you who don't know actually about the WTW membership, these are all the details, guys. Okay, I want you to read them one by one. If you want more details, you can go to the website to actually check the details. Okay, because on the website everything is explained in detail as well. And if you are really serious about trading, guys, this is the only solution you need. Okay, this is the only thing you need to succeed in trading. All right. So for DORCAD, I'll wait for market to give me the structure before CAD news. Usually for CAD news, market will take everybody out. Or market makers, I would say, they will try to take everybody out before they move the market. Okay? Silver, keep watching to the end, guys. I'll be giving you actually what I promised you, about one setup out of the 10 setups that I covered during the last Q&A session. So keep watching, okay? And I want more thumbs up, guys. 109, more likes, come on. 109, 170 are watching at the moment. It's not fair. Okay, I'll stop until we reach 120 likes on the stream. Come on. It's just like some sort of, I want this to be interactive, yeah? That's all. Come on, guys, 109 likes. Let's push this to 120 likes. Gift, WTW have high accuracy, have a lot of traders because exactly, Gift, 100%. Thank you for the feedback. A lot of traders actually are giving feedbacks on YouTube, on Trustpilot, everywhere. And thank you very much for that, guys. Remember, we are proud of you, and what we promise, we always give. You know that. James, yes, it is a downtrend for pound dollar, but this downtrend will correct upwards very soon. It has to correct, okay? And just to give you one more advice for the downtrend for pound dollar and any downtrend, once you are about to trade the reversal, remember in the downtrend will always actually pull back or will reverse, yeah? All right? So what you have to focus on is the last low. So the last low will be the potential last low before the next move, because an uptrend will start from a low, just logically. A downtrend will start from a high. So don't be trapped with like a new low, like market will be falling for the next 1,000 pips without giving me the pullback. It's not like that, okay? Especially if you know actually the structures. I will definitely join. Perfect, Zaki. No problem. You are welcome to join us anytime. Timbo, I joined WTW this week. There's a lot of content to go through. Yes, 100%. And I want you to go for the step-by-step process, Timbo. Like I was explaining in the few last, I would say, streams, I want you guys to go for the step-by-step. Let me cover this one quickly here before I jump to the next page, yeah? About the step-by-step process. Once you join, guys, you will get access to this dashboard, okay? Once you join WTW membership, you will get access to this dashboard. The moment you join here, you go to the masterclass course, and you start from chapter 1. You watch every chapter at least 3 times. Okay, I would say 3 times is okay, but minimum 3 times. You take notes and you read the notes. Why you have to take notes? Because once you take notes, your mind will memorize the knowledge, will memorize the information faster once you take notes. We always say to our members, you have to draw the patterns, because once you draw it, your mind will memorize it faster. Okay, you go for these chapters one by one, and you take notes and you read the notes under every single chapter, these notes. It's on different languages anyway. So if you can understand the YouTube forecast, because it's simple English, you can understand actually the course. Okay, it's not like complex English or any complex word we are using. It's just simple. Okay, so for this one, you go for it. After you go for the masterclass course, you jump to the monthly Q&A session tab. Once you go here, you scroll down and you start from here, from January 12th. This is the first Q&A session. This actually, you can find the recordings archive for the Q&A sessions. You start from here one by one, and you can see the topics for each one. Structure and details, liquidity, smart money concept, top-down analysis, all right? You can see even here how to add to winning position and maximize profits. This was a backtesting session, which was very, very important on how to backtest. This is the big market moves. This is the step-by-step process on how to trade reversals, and this actually on how to identify trend and trade with the trends, okay? This is the step-by-step process. Forget about the weekly sessions and forget about the daily session. You have to start with this. Once you finish this, you go to the daily session and you join the members here. You join the seniors for every day here. These are the timings. Almost we have actually 2 sessions on a daily basis. Just Sunday, Saturday, and Wednesday, I'm giving actually NT while giving the sessions. And the seniors are giving Monday, 2 sessions, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And this session will give you the updates of the charts, and you can ask any question about the concept, any question you have, okay? And once you go through this one, you can go to the weekly live sessions, and you can trade the trades of the weeks and the trades of the month as well, which are here. You go for the useful links. You have a lot of useful links here. You go for the tips. A lot of tips that are included here will help you a lot with your psychology, because psychology is a big part, okay? This is the step-by-step process. You go for it, and you will see yourself jumping to the next level and learning a lot, regardless of your experience, regardless of what you know in trading. Right, Randy? Okay, great. If you are buying, I assume like you are putting stop loss and you know how much you are risking. Okay. Thank you, Ali, for pushing actually the viewers to like and comment. Right. So silver. What's for silver? For this one, I'm expecting market to give me a corrective structure here, and then another drop. Okay, these are sharp waves, and this structure actually is a bit complex, I would say, but in all the cases, I'm expecting a corrective structure for one more fall for silver. That's first. After that, we'll update you what's next. Bitcoin, for this one, market is just correcting within this range. In all the cases, I'm biased to the upside, but I'm not liking this structure. Okay, definitely this can push to the upside like this. I cannot see this happening for now. Okay, the thing is, I showed you the previous structures for this one. We might be having the same thing here. Okay, and this sort of patterns, I'll just, like I promised you, I'll cover this one shortly about one of the examples that I gave during the last Q&A session. So keep watching, right? For this one, if market will push to the downside, I'll be buying. Okay, and for all of you are watching till the end, remember, a lot of things are happening globally, I would say. And he will conduct a session for all weighted waivers soon about investment session, about crypto session. Like we'll explain the details during the Sunday session as well, but do not miss this session as well. Okay, a very important session will be conducted, but just to give you a heads up about what's happening for probably the crypto and what's happening worldwide. If actually, guys, the economic indicators will be pointing for the next big move, you don't have to miss, guys, the next bull run for crypto, and you don't have to miss the next big move for some of the other pairs. Okay, market is about to make this big move, and the best thing to do is to learn how to ride these moves in order to maximize profits and stop losing. Two decisions, guys, you can take. All right, just you can keep following us on a weekly basis without joining. You can actually keep losing account after account, and you can actually take the decision right now. Remember, bad habits are not about time. Bad habits are about decision. Okay, so if you want actually to quit a bad habit, it's not you will do it in any time, like with the time. You have to do it right now at the moment. You have to take decision right now. Okay, because everything can come back, but not the time. All right. So once the time is gone, it's gone. You have to take decision right now in order to start learning, because there is no other way to become independent, successful trader other than start to learn how to trade correctly. It's not about how to trade. There's a ton of Facebook, I would say, groups, a ton of Telegram groups, a ton of YouTube channels that teach you probably one strategy, two strategy, about smart money concept, about order blocks, about how to trade support and resistance, about indicators, about everything, right? But weighted waves is the only solution that have everything in place, only the right things that you need to know. All right, guys? So for Bitcoin, personally, I'll be buying. Okay, and I have some. I'll buy more if market will drop more. And this is some sort of investment, not for trading, for investing. Okay, because the next bull run, you don't have to miss it. This is actually, let's say this is 80% chance. We still have 20% chance that Bitcoin can burst and go to zero. It's not like I'm expecting that. I'm just keeping a room for those who like to over risk, for those who have like the gambler mindset, for those who go for all in. Never ever do that. Okay, Bitcoin will not go to zero actually, but just saying, I'm giving you these tips and this advice just to keep you actually on the right side of things. All right, so for this one, I'm expecting market to push up anytime, and I'm bullish for Bitcoin. Weighted waivers are also giving feedbacks on the chat. Jason, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the feedback. Okay, you have 30 for this one. If we get a corrective structure before Fed decision, this is the trade to the downside. Okay, if market will keep falling to the downside before Fed decision, this is the trade to the upside. Okay, again, I'm sharing more today. The levels will be shared by T on Sunday session about how to trade these sort of trades, these sort of moves, how to trade the news, and what to expect for every single news event that we will have next week. Again, tomorrow's session will be very important because, like I said, starting next week, new trends will start. Okay, so you have to know how to ride them in order to maximize profits and make money out of the next wave. All right, guys? So these are the news events for next week. We'll cover them all during the Sunday session. Okay, this was actually regarding US30. As I promised you, I'll cover one example about I would say a setup or a structure that I shared during the last Q&A session. If I go to Aussie dollar, and I go to this one, let me go to the 1 hour. Remember one thing, okay? Market structure or wave analysis is the mass psychology of all market participants. Let me repeat that. Take this as note and try to master it, try to understand it, okay? Wave analysis, it's nothing magical. It's about knowing how to read the charts correctly. Why the charts are very important? Because you can read the mass psychology of all market participants. You don't have to have actually extra I would say, crystal ball. You don't have actually to have any exclusive access to the data of governments. You can actually read this from the charts, because the charts are the reality. Can we, like, do you agree on that the charts are the reality, guys? Because this is something, if we don't agree on this, there's no point to continue. The charts are the reality. Any indicator you put, it will be a lagging indicator. It will be based on the price action. Any indicator you put is based on the price, based on where the price is in the previous 20, 200, 100 candles, whatever the formula for the indicator, it's a lagging indicator. 99% of the indicators are lagging indicators. So if you can read the charts like this, this is the power. This is the knowledge. This is the real knowledge. How to read the charts and how to know actually how to read the charts, it's only based on wave analysis concept, on weighted waves wave analysis concept, because it's a combination of Elliott waves, smart money concept, order blocks, regardless of who is the inventor of these, price action, liquidity, a lot of other things, and our findings as well. Okay, so because of market makers actually participants, and because of the psychology of traders, psychology of big players, patterns repeat themselves over and over and over again. So it's all about pattern recognition, and it's not like this to repeat itself. It's actually market makers behavior and retail traders behavior, it repeats over and over again. We have seen that more than 1,000 times on the charts, based on the back testing, based on what we're doing before, and based on the forward testing as well. We know where the market will be going next based on our knowledge, based on what we know. And what we know is something big. Okay, and this is, again, don't take my words for it. I'm suggesting you to go to Trustpilot to read what our members are saying. Go to the website to see some of the video testimonials and try us, right? Try to join us for 1 month. If you don't like us, you just actually can cancel anytime. Okay, the solution is for you. The knowledge is for you. Try to get it, because this is the only way for you to succeed. I'm repeating this again and again. Okay, so once you know how to read the charts correctly, you have a lot of patterns and a lot of structures. You have to master each and every single structure in order to read the next wave. Okay, so what do we have here? This was a top. We've got a drop, a corrective structure, a drop, and then we've got a pullback. This pullback went all the way up, and we created here some sort of double top formation, equal highs, whatever you want to call this one. This actually relative equal highs here. Why market makers they have done that? Because actually they need to trap retail traders to go for the sell. Okay, so for this one, market started to fall to the downside. A lot of retail traders get in the sell. What do we have above these two tops? We have liquidity. All right, this liquidity, market makers will do their best to grab liquidity above these two tops before they push market to the next direction. And you can see here that the liquidity got taken with this wick. Okay, so weighted waivers, just again, I'm not supposed to share this, but it's some sort of give back for all of you are following on a weekly basis and liking, commenting. The main thing after finish the stream, please, if you can drop a comment, this will take 1 minute from your time. Okay, and also watch till the end. Okay, if you can watch till the end, this will be perfect. And if you can watch from more than one device. Okay, so weighted waivers, they know how to ride this move to the downside and how to maximize profits trading this wave. It's not only to ride the down wave, because here, if you want to trade whatever strategy you want, you can make 2 to 1, 3 to 1 in the best case scenario. But with weighted waves concept, you can make more than 10 to 1 in one single move. Okay, so we've got this drop. Market went all the way down to break this low. Why this low? We have liquidity here. Okay, now the point is we have this top, and now we have this low, and we have this low, this high here. Okay, in terms of trend, here we have actually a high, here we have a low, and here we have lower high. After this drop, at this point, we have what? We have lower low. What to do here? As a trend follower, you should never ever go for the trade until you get a confirmed trend to the upside or to the downside, a confirmed downtrend. Where is the confirmed downtrend for this one? It's here. This is the confirmed major downtrend. And the main point after you learn how to trade correctly and after you join us is to understand the fractal nature of the market. Fractal nature of the market is very, very important to understand it, apply it, and try to shift your bias as soon as the market will give you the signal. Okay, we teach you all of this inside the masterclass course and inside the Q&A sessions. So after this drop, what to wait for? Weighted waves will wait for a corrective structure to go for the sell. This drop here is a high probability chance move. What I mean by that? After this corrective structure, market rarely will break this top. This top will not be taken anymore. Why? Because it's already done. Okay? In this one, once you get this corrective structure, regardless if you are a smart money concept trader and you will wait for a order block zone here or not, we do not do that. Okay? We know when to wait for order block and when to not. That's why I always say it's a combination for more than one methodology. We have the knowledge about all the methodologies that you might know, okay? Because we spent previously more than 10 to 12 hours to master the concept, okay? To master actually what we teach. So for this one, after this corrective structure, market will rarely break this top. And even if we see the setup, we'll sell here and we'll make a lot of money trading this down wave, okay? So this sort of pattern, try to master it, try to backtest it, and you'll make a lot of money trading this move. This is your trade, and this is the move that you want to trade. Not this one. This can be tradable, by the way, but this here is the high probability chance trade, the high probability chance move. I have covered this in detail along with the 9 other examples in the last Q&A session. To get access to this one, you know what to do. It's just like you go to here, you get access to it, and you can actually learn everything step by step like I just explained. Okay? Again, I don't want you actually to give you any false promise about like you join and start make money next week. Once you join, you need few months to master the concept, okay? Please understand this, all right? Guys, is that clear for what I just explained in this one? This pattern is a high probability chance move. So once you have a drop, corrective structure drop, a pullback that will take liquidity from here, one more fall, if you get a corrective structure, this sell here will be the perfect setup and the perfect sell to the downside. As what? As a trend follower trader, remember. I am just covering here based on the trend following system. This is a trend following pattern. Okay? Make sense? This is a continuation pattern. You get that, guys? The detail about it? So this is one of the 10 examples that I just shared during the last Q&A session. And like I said, it was 2 hours and 30 minutes. You can get access to it as soon as join Weighted Waves membership. Guys, is that clear? I'll just take a few questions on the chat before I end the session. Is that clear? Joining soon. I'm learning so much every week. Thank you very much. Yes, you can join. And like I said, imagine what you get if you join us. If you are enjoying what you are watching, imagine what you can get inside. All right? Any question, guys, before we end the session? Do not miss tomorrow's session because it will be very, very important about what will happen next week. Clear, very clear, amazing. Again, guys, I shared a bit more than I shared this week. Again, because a lot of you are liking, commenting, and I want to thank you for your patience to join the stream again. Okay? With that note, I wish you a successful trading week, guys. You trade with care. Do not over-risk. Focus on your risk management. And all of you will join us. I'll be happy actually to welcome you in the next Q&A session. And see you next week, guys, all of you, on Saturday. Thank you very much. Weighted Waves Steve will see all of you tomorrow during the Sunday session at 1 p.m. UK time. Again, do not miss it. It will be very, very important.